Hey everybody and welcome back. It's Dark Souls Remastered, episode 3 of the Manosphere playthrough. This is a partisan playthrough so far. Partisan is in the partisan sphere, not partisan as in party politics and everyone's divided. We're gonna see, let's see if we can do this. Oh yeah, wait, hang on. Okay, there we go. So, we are gonna see how much we can get away with in terms of armor. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. And is Lautrec down here so I can kick him off the ledge? Actually, hang on a minute. I thought we already kicked him off the ledge. Did we not pick up the Ring of Favor and Protection? Or did I decide to take it off and break it with the Wolf's Ring? I have no idea, so, oh well. What about the Elite Knight gauntlets and then the Wanderer coat? Yes, so we can do the leggings and the gauntlets. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Alright, next up, guys. I took a look at the previous episode just to make sure I knew where we were. We are on our way to tackle the Capra Demon. We already knocked out the gargoyles, both of them. Now it's time for the Capra Demon. We want to get to the depths as soon as possible. We don't have to actually kill the Gaping Dragon, although we probably will, just because we can and should. What we want to do here is get the upgrade item. What is that called? The Large Ember. And give that to Andre of Astor. Okay, well, there we go. We're going to knock this guy out, see if he gives us a humanity, and... No, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if they changed that, but he never, ever seems to drop it anymore for me. Seems an extremely rare occurrence now for him to drop a humanity. It has been a while, guys. I've gone through the holidays without having done an actual playthrough episode. Or at least the brief period of time before and after New Year's. Today is, as I'm recording this, the 2nd of January, 2020. Let's see if we have... We can cure Toxic, good, and we have a Purging Stone, that's good, and we have Charcoal Pine Resin, okay, good, excellent. We're sitting pretty. Oh yeah. And although I don't know if we can carry it on us at all times without... Let's see. Oh, we're gonna fat roll? What about this? Okay, there we go. So to carry the bow on us... Oh, we only have feather arrows? Well, that sucks. We're gonna have to buy some other arrows. Let's do this first. Okay. We'll use the bow and arrow combo. Again, bow and arrow with a regular weapon combo that we did last time. And then this time, hopefully we'll get Kieran's armor set and eventually do a New Game Plus playthrough with Kieran. Or Kieran. Or Karen. Is it Karen? Physical... Okay, let's just do the target shield. I like how it looks better. Excuse me. I've got a little sinus issue going on here. I have no idea why my character just did that attack. Maybe I bumped the button by mistake. I don't think I did. Today's drink of choice, guys, is coffee with half and half. I heated up the half and half. I did not froth it this time. I usually froth it to turn it into more of a cafe latte style. We are pouring it up. Oh yeah, that coffee. The sound of coffee pouring, the smell of coffee. It's a beautiful thing. Oh yeah, there we go. So the Trump administration is planning a e-cigarette ban, at least as far as flavors go. I think they're banning everything but like menthol and tobacco flavors. Excuse me. Although I don't think Trump has a lot to do with most of the policies that happen. I think they just happen under his administration by other officials. He leaves it in their hands, capable or not. I do believe that this is a move designed to benefit the cigarette and tobacco industry, specifically designed to hurt the e-cig industry so that e-cigs sell less and that people go back to buying actual cigarettes. I'm sorry, but unless you buy unofficial homemade e-cigarette crap, there is no risk from e-cigarettes of dying or all this other crap that they come up with. That is something that comes from, you know, buying the unofficial ones that are laced with THC and some other stuff, and who knows how they cut it, if that's the proper term. So I think it's just a giant scam to try to shut down the e-cig industry that is so popular now. E-cigarettes are 1,000 times healthier than real cigarettes because they don't contain all the dangerous stuff. Nicotine is essentially similar to caffeine in most ways, a lot more addictive, obviously. I think so, but there's very little health risk to... Oh, you know, I'm sitting here waiting to see if there are any summons and realizing that I'm not even in human form. So let's leave this for just a minute and see what comes up. But yeah, I don't vape, guys. I don't smoke. I've never been a smoker, never been a vapor. I've never vaped at all. I took a couple puffs of a cigarette a long time ago. Didn't like it. Never have. And everyone I know who smokes cigarettes tells me they wish they didn't. And everyone who's quit is glad they quit. So I don't feel the need to start. Besides, it costs money. So somebody asked me, they said, "Hey, Fox," this was in the comment section, what if you are a subpar looking guy? Your looks just aren't up there. He's like, should I just give up on relationships entirely? And the answer to that is absolutely no. The good thing is, you know what, we're just gonna have to go in here. If you are a man and your looks are not up to par, your SMV is low. SMV stands for sexual market value or sexual marketplace value. That is, what is your 1 through 10 score? It's all subjective, guys. Keep that in mind. These are kind of placeholders. These are concepts to talk about. They're not hardcore realities. Nobody can say for sure what qualifies as an 8 out of 10 for a guy or a 9 out of 10 for a woman. Nobody will think of themselves as a true 10 out of 10. And if they do, they're almost certainly a narcissist. And you don't want anything to do with that. Like real narcissists, not like he's a little conceited, he's a little arrogant. That's not narcissism. Narcissism is a psychological disorder. You want to stay oh, awesome. Check it out. You want to stay as far away as possible from narcissism. It's very, very bad. It's up there with borderline personality disorder. A narcissist will do all sorts of destructive stuff for themselves and for you. Don't get involved with them. It's actually, every guy should look up narcissistic personality disorder because a lot of women have it, and you do not want to touch these women with a 10-foot pole. All right, I'm going to start out with my shield available in case these dogs attack. Yep. One of the problems here is not being able to see because of that, because of the tree right there. Is that dog still alive? Oh, no, okay. That was the body flying. You see right there where that tree is blocking view? I wish they didn't have that tree there. Come on, buddy. I did it. I did it. It was all me. No, I'm kidding. It was an excellent job by me and Ronan. Or Ronan. I think I have it set for international in my network settings. I do that, especially as the game gets older. You want to open up your summons and whatnot as much as possible. Global. Unrestricted. Okay. By the way, if you ever want to mess around with mods or hacking in your game, put the launch setting to offline. That's still not a guarantee that you won't get banned, but it's much safer, and besides, you won't actually go into someone else's world and possibly essentially be cheating in someone else's world, especially in PvP. That's a big deal. Don't do that. Don't cheat in PvP. Ideally, don't cheat at all, but definitely don't cheat in PvP. Wow, that was awesome. Why am I fat rolling? Why am I fat rolling? I was just fast rolling, right? What the heck? Whatever. I'm not fat rolling now, so be careful because some of his moves will make him move. Oh shit! I didn't have any stamina for that. Now I'm in trouble. All right, let's get the health back up. All right, there we go. There we go. Now we're good. What the heck? Oh, he's hitting those bodies. That's why they're moving around. Is that a new thing? I don't remember the enemies interacting with dead bodies. Oh, shoot. I counted on staggering him, and it didn't, but thank goodness he actually whiffed above my head. Oh, shit. I'm getting hit again. This is so sloppy, guys. I apologize for how sloppy that was. That was a very sloppy fight on my part. I really should have died. The only thing that saved me was the wolf ring. If it were not for the wolf ring, I definitely would have died there. I would have been staggered at least once, or twice, or every single time he hit me. So, we're not going to talk long about the e-cigarette conversation, obviously. But we will talk about the Manosphere. One thing I want to talk about for this episode is emotional investment. Before we get to that, back to our previous conversation. You can increase, if you're a guy, and most of you watching this are 100% last I checked, you can increase your sexual market value a lot. And it doesn't take that much effort. Basically, if you dedicate 6 months, and this is for the whole process, you can change a lot in just a week. If you can dedicate just 6 months to working out, eating right, and improving your fashion and physical appearance, you can increase your sexual market value by as much as double. Right now, if you're a 4 out of 10 guy, if you're heavy set, overweight, you got a little bit of that neck beard going, your skin doesn't look that great, you don't have any muscles to speak of, and your fashion is horrible. You just kind of wear graphic t-shirts and baggy jeans and cheap tennis shoes from Walmart. Guys, you can go from a 4 out of 10 on the sexual marketplace value or sexual market value, SMV. You can go from a 4 out of 10 in 6 months to a 7 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10. If all you did was improve your fashion and your hygiene, you can increase your sexual market value possibly 2 or 3 points. Possibly, depending on how bad you looked. Shave the parts of your body that need to be shaved. Don't shave the parts that don't. If you can grow a nice beard, keep it trimmed, shave around the edges. You will look great. If you can do it. Don't grow a beard if you can't. And you know if you can or can't, okay, guys? If it's all patchy and has blank spots that you can't grow there, don't grow there. Don't try to grow a full beard if you can't grow a full beard. It just will look terrible. It will. Now, if you can grow a full beard, I recommend you try it, see how it looks. If you ask everyone who knows you, should I grow a beard? What do you think of my beard? They're all going to say, oh, I don't like it, especially women. Like your mom's going to tell you she doesn't like it. Your sister's going to tell you she doesn't like it. You know why? Because you're making a change. Most people, even if the change is better for you, want you to stay the same. They want to see the same old person they've always known. That's not your goal, guys. You do not want to be the same old person everyone has always known. You want to improve yourself. So, get fashionable. Follow some people on YouTube and Twitter. There's a bunch of them out there. I'm not going to give any specific names right now, but just look for fashion, men's fashion. Know the fashion based on your age. You probably don't want to follow fashion advice from your 15-year-old nephew if you're 35. But take a look at fashion. Just type in a Google search. Fashion for men in their 30s or fashion for men in their 20s. Figure out what works for you. Start doing it. Start experimenting. If you try a style and you're like, you know what, this is okay, but it doesn't feel like me and I don't like it, try another style. You want to go with matching your belt to your shoes, to your outfit in general. You want to go with belts and shoes that look nice. They make a huge difference. And guys, please don't get confused into thinking that you need to... Oh, I thought I could block, but I was out of stamina. You want to go with an outfit that is reasonably good looking, but doesn't break the bank. And the way you do that is you don't have to shop at the mall. You don't have to shop at expensive outlets. All you really have to do is shop. You know what? We're going to go back to the bonfire just because we have so many souls and also because we don't have 10 Estus. You can shop at just about any place that has decent quality clothing. You could find good things at Target, Walmart, Kohl's, all sorts of different places. Online, although online is dangerous because you never quite know how it's going to feel. But get clothes that are fitted to your body. The better your body shape is, the more fitted you want your clothes. But you're not a woman, you don't want skin tight. Women can go with that skin tight look. Looks good on them. if they got a good body. Men don't ever do skin tight. Trust me. It just is not the... You want... Fitted is fine. Slim cut jeans, it can work for some guys, but the problem is it often will make you look a little scrawny, and that looks less masculine, so it's probably not the way you want to go. But you do probably want slim fit, not necessarily skinny jeans, is what I'm saying. Not skinny jeans, but slim fit. I went from the regular style fit of jeans and clothes to slim fit. I'm telling you, the difference, guys. I was looking good before, like physically. I had my workout and everything. Let me make sure I've actually given over all the fire keepers. Yeah, I have +2. Okay. I'm pretty well built now. I don't look huge, but I've got muscles. People comment on my arms. Guys I hadn't seen in 2 years, I'd bump in and be like, dude, those arms. Or they comment on my chest. And then I noticed that all those comments I was getting, they didn't come right after I built myself up necessarily. Some of them did, but unless I was wearing like my gym clothes and the cutoff shirts, when I was wearing the regular large shirts that I wore and the regular jeans that I wore, didn't get a lot of comments. Occasionally, but when I really started to get the comments was when I started to wear slim fit, fitted outfits and clothing that really showcase what I look like. So the better you look, the more fitted and slim fit you should be buying, because it accentuates your body type. Now, if you're still heavy set, you still got a gut, but you're working on it, you're at the gym at least 3 days a week, ideally 5 days a week. Do a simple program. What should you start with? You're clueless, have no idea where to go. You've never worked out before, right? Get a cheap gym membership at any gym that has a squat rack, and if it has a squat rack, it should have everything else you need, you know, bench press, all that stuff. Do either Starting Strength by Mark Ripto or 5x5. Just look up 5x5 workout program, 5x5 muscle. Just type that in. It'll get you what you need, okay? You don't need anything advanced. Now, if you want to hire a personal trainer, if you've got the money for it, it's worth it, but make sure you get a personal trainer that knows what they're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, you may not know if the personal trainer knows what they're doing. So what do you do about diet and nutrition? Well, that one's easy. Eat whole, real food. Avoid that packaged crap. Avoid fast food. Avoid buying stuff that comes in plastic wrap or in a box. As a general rule, the majority of your food should be fresh. You should cook it yourself. That includes vegetables, meats. I recommend eating plenty of meat. Meat is good for you. It's got lots of protein, lots of nutrients. Beef. Chicken, not as much, believe it or not. Yeah, people mislead you into believing that chicken is healthier. Do not believe this anti-fat trend, this low-fat trend. That was a 90s and early 2000s trend that we know now is bullshit. It's garbage. Do not do low-fat. That is not healthy. It is specifically unhealthy because you end up substituting fat with carbohydrates, and carbohydrates are where the danger comes in. You can use carbs. I used to be keto, which is like the keto lifestyle, which is basically where you produce ketones because you're not eating carbs. You're eating like 20 grams of carbs or less. I do eat carbs now. Oatmeal, rice, potatoes, sweet potatoes, things like that. But if you're the fatter you are, the more I recommend you go low carb. You don't have to do straight up keto, but you can look into that. Keto is spelled K-E-T-O. Look into that and see if that works for you. If you don't want to do straight up, oh, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I'm all off talking too much. Let's go do the upgrade. Well, hang on. Do we even have one large Titanite shard? Oh yeah, we do. So we're going to go. That's what I meant to do. Did you notice me start heading towards Andre and then turn around? That was me instinctively knowing what I should do, but then I consciously thought about doing something else. So that's how you get your diet and nutrition in place. What should you eat? Here's my recommendation. If you're not too fat, a great meal would be steak cooked in butter with thyme and garlic, a side of broccoli sauteed in olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, walnut oil. Do not use vegetable oils. Look up unhealthy oils. Look up seed oils. Don't use a seed oil. No canola oil, no vegetable oil, no soybean oil, no corn oil. Stick with olive oil, coconut oil, butter, ghee, real lard, not Crisco. That crap's terrible for you. No hydrogenated junk. Walnut oil, avocado oil, those are great. Avocado oil is probably the easiest because it has a high smoke point, so you can cook to high temperature. So fry up your steak, in butter, garlic, and thyme, or butter, whatever. Lots of butter. Real butter. Kerrygold is a great butter brand, grass-fed cows, so it comes out healthier. You can see it in the color. A side of sautéed garlic, or sautéed broccoli, or kale. Kale's also good if you like that, with salt and pepper. And a potato. And you can dress the potato how you like. Sour cream is fine. Butter's fine. Some people would say don't mix your carbs and your fats. See how your body handles it. Now, if you're heavier, if you're fatter, if you got a lot more fat to get rid of, do the steak with all the butter. Do the broccoli with the butter and avocado oil, whatever you want to saute it in. Possibly throw some cheese on there. Skip the potato. Don't do the potato. Avoid grains. Avoid starches if you're really heavy, because those tend to up your insulin response, and the more insulin you produce, typically the more fat you store. So the way to get around storing more fat is to go lower carb, higher fat in your diet. High fat, high protein diets are great for losing weight. Really great for it. So lose a little bit of the extra weight, especially around the belly, guys. Belly does not look good. Dad bods are not in. They've never been in. They're not in now. Don't believe the lies. Don't believe those stupid articles you read about women like the dad bod. They don't. If they tell you they like it, they're lying, okay? It's like when you tell your girlfriend that you don't mind that she put a little fat on her abdomen, that she put a little fat on her thighs. Yes, you do mind. Okay? Yes, you do mind. You know you mind. You know you don't like the extra fat she got after giving birth, your wife. But you pretend like you don't mind. Well, that's her pretending like she doesn't mind your dad bod. She does. Okay? Don't lie to yourself. Don't let her lie to you. Don't accuse her of lying. Just know the truth, okay? She wants you to know that she's not happy, that you're not happy, or hang on. She wants you to know that she does not like you being fat, all right? That's just not a thing, so don't do that. Lose the fat, eat healthier. For me, I noticed it didn't matter how much I ate, it was what I ate. I do not believe in the calorie myth, the idea that eating less calories means, because the thing is, you have to understand, the calorie is really not a thing. The calorie is a man-made unit of measurement, okay? We created the concept of the calorie, just like an inch or a mile, all right? How many miles does a car consume before the transmission breaks down? Obviously, that's a dumb question. That question doesn't make sense. It's not real. It's not even a reasonable question. Same thing about saying, how many calories should I eat to lose fat? Your body just doesn't work that way. There are a lot of people that will lie to you and say it does because their entire life they've been taught the calorie myth. Calories in versus calories out. Well, that's not a real thing. You can't ingest calories any more than a car consumes miles. A car can travel miles, but that doesn't have any direct correlation on the transmission giving out. So many things impact that. Now, granted, if a car has traveled 150,000 miles, that's the transmission is more likely to go out than if it's traveled 150 miles. But some level of correlation is not causation. So don't worry about calories. Don't focus on calories. Don't look at calories. Your body will tell you when you're hungry. You just have to eat the right foods so that you're feeding your body properly. The problem we have nowadays is all this processed shit that we eat. It doesn't make us feel satiated or satisfied because it's not the right kind of nutrients for us. If you eat the right kinds of food to give you the right kinds of nutrients, you will feel satiated, not necessarily full, but you'll feel content with what you've eaten. If you're not feeling content, it could actually be from a number of different things, including not getting enough salt. I was facing the wrong way. Oh, that's good. Okay, let's do this again. This time me facing the right way. I'm trying to jump off here, head back to the Undead Asylum, and get the Rusted Iron Ring so we can use that in Blighttown. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Can't believe I made that. I screwed that up and still made it. Alrighty. Oh, damn. We already got that. Okay, I just wasted that. Alright, that's fine. Is there a way to get back right where we were real quick? No. Ooh, where's this? Oh, look at that. Cool, okay. I probably knew that was a little way to get down there. It's nothing special, but hey. It's a thing you can do in the game of Dark Souls. So we talked about diet and nutrition right there, okay? Eat your fats, get plenty of salt and sodium, get plenty of electrolytes. For a workout drink that you drink during your workout, I recommend that you make your own electrolyte drink. You can make that with water, apple cider vinegar. Let's see, let's go this way. So, sorry, water, 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Put some lemon juice in there, freshly squeezed from a lemon is the best. And then buy and mix in potassium, magnesium, sodium, pink Himalayan sea salt works great for that, and calcium. And there are different kinds of those. You can look them up. Magnesium glycinate is fine. Magnesium citrate is fine, although a lot of that will function like a laxative. But the amount you'd put in your drink is not going to have a laxative effect on you. You're not going to have to hit the toilet while in the gym. Make your own electrolyte drink. If you don't want to do that, here's a really easy thing you can do. Get coconut water and just drink that. That has almost everything you need. It's a little short on the sodium, but it's got all the other nutrients in there. And then afterwards, do a mixture of a cup of water, a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, or however much comes out of half a lemon or a whole lemon, however much you want to put in there. The apple cider vinegar has many benefits for fat loss and other things from the acetic acid. The lemon juice has a ton of benefits. Look it up. I do apple cider vinegar and lemon juice every single day. I also do a bit of pomegranate juice for the nitrates. There are a lot of benefits to that. So we talked about that a lot. Emotional investment. Oh, sorry. Back to... I'm all over the place, guys. I hope you don't mind. Back to what we were talking about before. One thing to keep in mind is as you're doing this, you don't have to be perfect with your diet, okay? If you go out with your friends and you want to eat French fries fried in canola oil, yeah, the canola oil is bad for you. I do it sometimes. It's terrible for you. It really is. You shouldn't eat it. But if you're out with friends and you just want to have some French fries and you're doing really well on your diet and you're happy with it, have some French fries fried in canola oil. I don't have a problem with French fries. I have a problem with French fries fried in vegetable oil, canola oil, all that crap. Peanut oil is a very, very good in-between. That's the best you can hope for when you go out. Five Guys Burgers and Fries, they do peanut oil. Chick-fil-A does peanut oil, although it's not available up north where I'm from. Well, there are a few places up north, I guess, that now have Chick-fil-A's. But anyway, those are places that use peanut oil, and peanut oil is a happy medium between the two oils. It's still a little inflammatory, but it's not as bad as the seed oils. But anyway, you can look all that stuff up. There are some people to watch in terms of, diet and nutrition. Exercise, like I said, 5x5 program or starting strength program. Do a basic program. If you're a beginner, you will gain muscle. You will be amazed at the results as long as you hit the gym hard. If you're hitting the gym hard, working out hard, and not really getting much out of it, and you also notice that for some reason you feel like you're not as much of a man, that gets me. That gets me when I come back through here. It really does. If you feel like, your voice isn't as deep as it should be, you've never really gained much muscle, you're a really hard gainer, you're kind of scrawny, you feel like you gain fat in your thighs, basically you kind of feel more feminine, or you kind of seem more feminine, you're not growing out hair in places like other men are, I would look into your testosterone levels. Go to a testosterone clinic, have them check it out. Know this, those clinics tend to want to get you in as a customer no matter what. So you can't trust them 100%, but you should be between, ideally 600 and 800 is a great place to be. If you go to the testosterone clinic as a 25-year-old male and your testosterone is 250, you need testosterone. That's my opinion. Some people disagree, but you're going to freaking need some testosterone. That is way too low. You should be... Now, if you go in there and you're 550... okay, you're pretty darn close to that 600, the lower end of where you want to be. But the idea of testosterone replacement therapy, and it is replacement, not supplementation. Your body will stop. You'll need to get it all from that. Your body will kick in again if you quit after time, but there's a period of recovery. The idea is to perfect your testosterone levels, okay? There's a lot of different thoughts on it. I recommend you give it a shot, especially if you're having trouble in the gym or if you feel like you've always been less of a man than you should be. That's one thing to look into. Faux show. I'm not sure if it's really worth trying the Stray Demon right now, but I will. Okay, I will. The Crest Shield, excuse me, gentlemen, is an excellent shield for this. And oh, dang it. I should be using the Grass Crest shield. Why did I upgrade the target shield? Whatever. Oh, but the Grass Crest shield requires twinkling, so that's fine. It'd be great to tackle this guy now while we're here. Let's see how much damage we're doing, and if it's not enough, we'll just bail. I've never used one of these on him. I imagine... Let's use the fire, just because we have more of it. The Grass Crest shield works great here. It has a high magic defense, and he does this magic attack that hits an area of effect. So it's really useful for blocking damage from that. Be careful, that has an effect that goes out behind him even. So just being behind him is not necessarily safe. In the remastered version, you can actually see the circular effect of that spell, or that casting. In the original version, you couldn't. You couldn't see where it went. Wow, this is not doing much damage, is it, guys? But you know what? Oh, yeah, I know I was going to get hit there. I saw that coming. That stomp has a little AoE around his body, not just in the body. So you will get hit just outside the box of the body. Oh, dang. You know what? It might be worth seeing if I have a weapon that can bleed him out. Just use the bleed effect on him. If you have the bandit's knife, that's a great weapon to use early on to get this guy. Because the bleed effect will... Oh, shit. Okay. Staying behind him is a pretty good idea for the most part. But like you saw there, there's no guarantee that he's not going to get you if you're behind him. You can actually just get that tail. And if you can hit that tail, the end of that tail, with whatever weapon you have... It's guaranteed safety. If you're just tapping the end of the tail while he's attacking forward, the attack will never get you, like right here. But I usually have to get too close in order to make sure I hit him. And the tail waves back and forth, so if it's not right in front of you when you attack, you'll miss it. It can clip into the ground, and you'll miss it. If you get stuck in a position that you don't like with him, and you're trying to maneuver around, switch to your Grass Crest shield, or I'm sorry, your Crest shield. It'll protect you from his magic attack. And also offers the physical protection you need in case he does what he just did right there. I got hit by the AoE of the stomp. So, if you're new to this game, don't try him this early like I am. Just wait until you have a more upgraded weapon. I'm doing it now because I think I'm good enough that I can handle it. If you're not terribly good at this game and you're going to screw up quite a bit, you're not going to have enough Estus to heal through this encounter. You're going to keep messing up, getting hit, and eventually run out of Estus and die. But I'm pretty good at this game now, I'd like to think, so I can handle these encounters earlier than I should. Watch for that, because that's a very quick attack. That might catch you off guard. Now I'm going to sloppily do the last two hits. Or one, rather. And done. Alright, so we talked about how to increase your sexual market value. Diet and nutrition. Hit the gym, guys. Hit the gym, hit the gym. Number one most important thing, in my opinion, arguably, with diet. Hitting the gym, it teaches you discipline. It shows you that you can work hard and improve yourself. And it's a great way to look better. And women notice. Trust me, they notice. Everyone notices. Men respect you more. Women respect you more. Women want to be with you more. Hit up your diet and nutrition, and then fashion. Get some good clothes. Look up fashion. Find something that works for you. Just be fashionable. You know, figure out what makes you look good and what makes you feel good wearing it. And you've got 3 things down pat right there. 6 months is all you need. You can replace an entire wardrobe as long as you're not like super poor. As long as you have enough money to afford some good clothes, then you're good to go at that point. Okay, here we go. Switch to the two-handed for some extra damage. Yeah. Take that, biatch. Do people still say biatch anymore? Does that get around YouTube or YouTube's audio filters that tries to detect foul language? Okay. Gotta protect the kitties. Alright. Interestingly enough, I did that with all those souls on me from the stray demon fight. Okay, so. Oh, number one piece of advice for losing weight that will be effective for most people. Guys, ditch the sugar. Ditch the sugar. Ditch all refined sugars. Any refined processed sugar, get rid of it. Replace those with honey, molasses if you have to, even though that is somewhat refined. Replace it with honey, dates, actual real fruit, but be careful not to eat too much of that. In general, decrease the amount of any kind of sugar you consume, natural or otherwise, and replace what would have been an unnatural sugar, like brown sugar, table sugar, white sugar. Replace that with honey, maple syrup, molasses, because these are closer to real foods that actually have nutrient value. They have nutrients in them. You want raw, unfiltered honey, so it has the most nutrient value. If you're not lactose intolerant, or if you don't have a milk allergy, milk is great. Whole milk with all the fat in it. Don't do that skim milk shit. Hello? What? Where's Am I crazy? Why is she not talking? Easiest way to do this is to quit out and go right back in. For those that don't know, you're trading items with a crow, I believe. That apparently you can't see. I can't see him. Where is he? I've never seen him. Maybe I'm just crazy. See? Rubbish became Titanite chunk. Let's drop 1 humanity. I believe that gives us something. Be very careful here. Be careful hitting the B button to back out. If you hit the B button one too many times, you can actually backstep right off the ledge. So if you want to turn your back to that little piece of wall there so that you don't actually back off. Is that showing a ring? I didn't know rings showed as a ring on the ground. I really didn't know. Is that new? Is that new? Because I've never noticed that before. I feel like that's new. My advice is, once you're in the menu, stay in the menu till you do the quit out so you don't accidentally hit the B button one too many times and backstep off the ledge. That's my tactic. Remember, these episodes are aiming for around 50 minutes instead of the 45, 50 to an hour. We'll see how that goes. Oh, that's how you can get a purging stone. I remember there was one more way to get a purging stone. I just couldn't remember what it was. I'm going to drop one of these. By the way, if you back out of the menu, she will tell you, he or she will tell you if she wants it. If she says no, then it's no good. If she says nothing, it's good. Quit out, come back in and see what you got. She'll tell you if it's not worth anything. Twinkling Titanite, yes. And you can only do one of each item, I do believe. Can we do Aloy's Talisman? No, see? You don't even have to back out of the menu. She'll just tell you right away. I don't think that does anything. I don't think that does anything. Okay, I think we've given her everything we can for now, maybe? Alright. That's good enough. We got something we can use, the Titanite chunk, and then the Twinkling Titanite and the Grass Crest Shield if we decide to go that route. So we don't have a lot of time left, but we will get started on the emotional investment discussion. Although I'm glad we got that tangent out of the way about diet, nutrition, exercise, and fashion. The diet/nutrition, which I guess we can just call that nutrition. So basically, nutrition, exercise, fashion. You hit these 3 things, you will increase your sexual market value at least 1 point each, but most likely more than that. You could go literally from like a 3 out of 10 to a 7 or 8 out of 10. The other one is hygiene or appearance, which is kind of under fashion. Like I said, that's the idea that you shape your beard. You shave if you need to shave. Style your hair. Don't get crazy with it. I would just recommend something simple. Let's see if we can level up at least once here. Not waste these souls in case we die down there in the depths of despair. That wasn't enough, but we'll do another one. That should, yeah, that's enough. Okay. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, 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 that's how we're gonna play it. That's how we're gonna play it now. One of those games where I'm constantly thinking I got enough and I don't. We will put this one into Vitality. How about that? Now, since we have a level up Endurance, let's see what else we can get away with here. Nope, still can't do that, huh? That sucks. Alright, so Thief Mask. How about... I don't think we can do that. No, okay. How about... Nope. How about... I tend to just put stuff on and guess. I don't usually do the math and look at it, even though you obviously you can do that. That's probably the easiest way to handle this. Alright, well there we go. And now back to the depths. Unless we got... I don't think we got a large shard, did we? No. So we have 3 chunks already. And we have the Titanite slab ready to go. Not bad, huh? Really? That didn't kill him in one shot? Even through a shield, I figured that would have killed him. That's a pretty wussy shield. So, we'll get started on this emotional investment. Men, as a general rule, should be more stoic than women. And there's a reason for this. Women are more emotional creatures by nature. Women tend to cry. Like my girlfriend says, she cries just to cry sometimes. That's normal, that's natural, that's healthy for a woman. Guys crying a lot is not healthy. That's probably a sign that your testosterone and estrogen levels are off. Go to a clinic, like I said. But a lot of guys have been raised in a feminized gynocracy, in a feminized society where they're taught to value feminine ideals, feminine ways, feminine methodologies. You're supposed to connect more with your feminine side. You're supposed to connect with your emotions and cry and do this. And that's a feminine approach. Women do that. That's great teaching for women, not for men. Men aren't supposed to get all emotional and cry all the time. Men can cry occasionally and whatnot, be emotional occasionally. By the way, you can clip through here. Where is it? Right there. So they haven't fixed all the clipping issues. The reason for this is because men and women are different. If you're a millennial and you want to believe that the only difference between us is like the physical genitals, no. The brains are different. All the science is out, guys. No. Men and women are not the same. We think differently. We function differently. Our brains operate differently. We have different bodies. We have different hormones. Okay? There's a lot different. We are different, period. It's just not going to change. It's always going to be that way. Men cannot become women. Women cannot become men. Looking like it, acting like it, having your body mutilated by a plastic surgeon does not change your sex. It's not possible. XX remains XX until death. Or, well, forever, even after death, and XY remains XY. That's just the way it is. Don't get mad at me. I didn't make this. You know, that's just nature. So, if you're somebody who, if you're a man who feels like you're trapped in a woman's body, you're not. You probably need to get your testosterone raised, get your estrogen lowered. You'd be amazed how you can solve all of these problems that people have where, you know, man thinks he's really a woman and was supposed to be born a woman. Just solve them by just increasing testosterone and lowering estrogen. Suddenly he feels fine. He doesn't need to mutilate his genitals and put on dresses and makeup to feel like a woman. That doesn't matter anymore. That's not important. He feels like a man and functions as a man. You know, we won't get into that discussion. That's a discussion for another day, gentlemen. So this is risky, but you know, I still keep forgetting to buy regular arrows. We're gonna decrease his health just a bit here, just so that our plunge attack will kill him in one shot. The other reason I want to come down here is we can pick up some large Titanite shards. Not too many, but enough. Oh, I never noticed that axe in his eye. Interesting. Sewer chamber key. Anything else in here? Yep. Would love the spider shield, but I always forget how to get to it. I think you have to drop down from one of them sewer areas. Not too worried about that. Here. Amen. Alrighty. Here we are. Here we is. By the way, spears are the worst for killing those slimes. They are the freaking worst. It's really hard to hit them with the spear. Well, that worked out rather well. Okay. Look at him. That rat just hates them boxes. He's like, fuck them boxes. Those of you who know a lot about Dark Souls know why I'm down here. You know why I'm coming this way. And there it is. Let's see if we can do it. Yep. You have to time it just right before he turns around. Ooh, got him. First parry was too early, but the second parry got it. Now the straight... What's he got? The barbed straight sword? That's actually a nice weapon. I found that to be a pretty nice weapon. Oh, look, a humanity. And it also has the benefit of not just being a nice straight sword, but it bleeds. It has a bleed effect on it. And what are the stats on it, actually? Well, before I go digging into my menus, let me get rid of these two enemies that might want to kill me. Because, you know me, I love to change weapons halfway. Whoops. It's a balance of strength and dexterity. So it actually we could switch to it at some point if we wanted to. I wouldn't want to do it now, though. I definitely want to get it upgraded before we do that. Although we've wasted some upgrades, I'm not at all worried about the Titanite shards. Those you can just buy. Super easy to buy those. And then the... Come on now, you little bitch. Get out of the way. Asshole. See? That's why I hate spears with these guys. Okay. One of the benefits to... Oh, I already said that. The barbed straight sword is that it bleeds. So we may switch to that. We may go ahead and switch to that. The large Titanite, we can actually get those fairly easily. Very farmable in Blighttown, in the swamp. And we can purchase them from several different merchants, as well as find plenty in what am I saying? We can find plenty of them in Sin's Fortress. Oh yeah! Candle that, baby. Well, we're right at about 50 minutes. I think that's a great place to stop. Emotional investment is for the next episode. Yeah, I didn't want to get started with so little time left. Anyway, let's do a level up here real quick by popping a soul. I think I need another one here. Nope, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Strength. Okay. If I do a Kieran New Game Plus playthrough, it'll still be... I should do a magic playthrough, some sort of casting playthrough. Pyromancy is always great. If you ever wonder what that was that just happened in front of me, if someone else kindles the bonfire and you are close to the bonfire, in the area of that bonfire, and the person who kindles it is in your... I don't know what they call it. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think it's in like your sphere of influence, someone that you could summon or would invade you, then it gives you also another Estus flask, and it can go above your max. Even though we're technically at 10 max, I'm now at 12 because I've gotten those boosts from other people getting their Kindle on. All right, I will see you guys in the next episode. We will talk about emotional investment and why you should not be emotionally invested any more than absolutely necessary as a man. I am Fox. My channel is called FoxeoGames. Subscribe if you haven't already. I do reviews, commentaries, playthroughs, first impressions, topical discussions about issues in the gaming community and all that good stuff. And of course, I'm here for you, men out there, fighting for men's issues, as always. Whew. Let's one more sip of the coffee. How's that sound? Oh yeah, it's good. All right, guys, make sure to maintain your frame. Keep everything focused on your mental point of origin as a man. It's about you doing your thing. And I will see you guys next time. Follow me on Twitter and social media, links in the description. Later, everybody.